Hey, hey y'all, I'm her. Blessings. No rights to the music, to the covers, none of that. Let me move it. All right, there we go. Yeah, hey. I'm gonna wait for y'all. There I go. Y'all see me now? Hey. Ain't nothing wrong with hump day turn up. Celebrate yourself. Valentine's Day coming. Hey. Oh. Come on, y'all. Get in there. I know y'all coming. This is crazy. Let me get my stuff. Oh. I know I was going to drop my pen. Oh, well. I got my topics. I wrote them down. I know it. But I wrote it. Hey, y'all. So, how did y'all day go? Today, hump day. Hey. Come on in. I don't hurt people. I don't bite. I just be a bee. It's okay. Yeah, this platform is finally getting where I need it to be. It's been there. Check the receipts. I don't want nobody to think it's new. I just been doing multiple things. There y'all go. Alright, there y'all go. So, before I get into, because I know the topic say Wacky Wednesday, but most of the stuff is serious, but then I'm going to get to my wacky part. Because, I mean, sometimes things that goes on in life, it's just be funny, because you just be like, I want to be mad, then you think about it, be like, bust up laughing, like, you just can't even give it no time, like, you just be like, so, some things you just can't pay no mind, and, but today, so, I was about to call the man the wrong dang on name, Jeremy, this is Jeremy's platform, talking with Jeremy, and, he was doing, because he worked with a bunch of, he's in, theater, so he works with a bunch of younger people, teens up to, I think, 24, 25, something like that, and, so today's was, teen panel, young adult panel, and they were talking about relationships, and, so I was part of the discussion, and, I learned a lot. I learned a lot today because with the things that they were talking about, so I'll just get off on a couple of things because I don't want to drag it on. I'm not going to go through his whole show. It was his show. But I wrote down something that I wanted to say something about. So it was both male and female, LBG, all that. It was everything. So, the topic was relationships. Were they in relationships? The ones that was LBGQ, how does relationships work with them? Acceptance and all this stuff. And you were thinking that, I was thinking that they were mostly going to be going into the LBGQ because they wasn't going to be accepted, blah, blah, blah. But what they ended up starting to talk about was dating and abuse. And I'm like, what the? Almost because. What the H y'all talking about? I'm talking about these. They was, I think the youngest was maybe been 17, up to 24, 25, and I think only one person had a good story about that. But I was a bit like, what the H is going on? Did the Corona did what the hell Corona did? And then some of these stories is weird, and it was back and forth. Like, people was like. Yeah, so that's what it was. They were like saying like the pandemic, so what they were saying was a lot of them was like, well, since Corona, we got a chance to know each other, and some of them was dating short term, some was long, and they was like, oh, ever since the Corona, that they started noticing things like what's this? I don't even know if Corona had anything to do with it, but I think what it was that you had a chance to spend time with that person. That's what I told them when I was talking. My other thing was like, you guys are super young. Like, I don't understand why when people get out of high school. Okay, when people get out of high school, I don't understand why when people get out of high school they feel like they got to go straight into a relationship, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking like, dude, you don't even know nothing. So, long story short, they were just saying all, and I was expecting them to say some, because I'm in a different generation, so I was expecting them to say something like blah blah blah. But like I said, only one person had one good story, and so then Jeremy was asking them why. And I was like tuned in at that point, like, why? Someone blamed it on the pandemic. Someone was like, well, because they love them, I guess. And some was like, because they're a good person, if nobody gave them a chance. So I'm like, you are this age. What made you think God gave you the assignment to fix people? You got to figure out you. And then if you're going through all this stuff, and I didn't like the young lady story about hurt, like not just mentally and everything, just hurt, like, she got her little thing. And I was just like, why? There's nothing there for you to, and it's just crazy. I don't know what parents do when they talk to their kids when they're growing up and dating or whatever, but it just really made me think, like, why do y'all think that you have to do that? Like, if every day you go through something and it's just like not on your level, why do you do that? Like, do your thing. Okay, so let me put me on the line. I'm putting me on the line. Nope, I'm gonna wait. I was about to give a good example on me, but I'm gonna wait now. How about that? Because I was about to say something, but I don't remember what it was. Because I was going to say that. Like, I'm going to use me for an example. But I'm going to skip that. But that's what it was about. And I just couldn't understand, like, why did they have to focus on somebody else instead of themselves? And it's like, okay, if you're doing everything, you're carrying the weight, you're carrying the load, and you're carrying that stress and all that extra stuff, ask yourself why. Because you don't have to. Like, I'm just like, y'all don't even know. Like, I don't like to scare people, but I don't know what your religion is or whatever, but it's going to get to the point that it's it. And what would be your legacy? What would be your legacy? It's like, and I'm going to be a little bit harsh on this one. It's like signing your soul to the devil. It's like, all right, no, I want this, and you can have all of this and do whatever you want to do with me, which is all of me, my spirit, myself, my body, my mind, my soul. For what? People think selling your soul means you got to be in the industry making a record or a movie. No. You can do that with everyday people. You can do that. You can literally do that with everyday people. I can't sell something that's not for sale. First of all, I can't sell something that I don't own. My soul belongs to God, so that I don't got the title. So, but what it is that although so it's a lien. You don't got the title; it's just a lien. But you got to make sure that lien is off the title by the time God come back and be like, "Yeah, let me get my title." So that's over their head. But anyway, it was sad. I was talking to even younger kids. And I think I did a video the other day, 2 days ago on that one. And I'm just like, what the? Whoa. So, conversing with Konita is not always about what you want to hear. So I don't care what people want to hear. I have to cover everything because you don't even know what message that I can give. And somebody might have given the same message, but maybe you can receive mine different because I'm saying it differently. I listen to everybody, so I'm a teacher and a student, but it's like, it depends on how you saying something to me. I'll give you an example. True story too, because it's all about how who's saying it. First of all, number one, it's all about who's saying it. The other thing is how you're saying it. So, when I got moved, and the lady was like, "Oh my goodness, I really, really want you. I really want you." And I explained to her why I left. I said, because nobody's gonna do this, or talk to me this type of way. And she agreed. She said, "I agree." Okay. So I said, because if that at that point, if I feel like you're trying to continue telling me I'm not doing something right, and you truly believe that, whether you believe it or not, or me, I'm going to move out the way and let you replace that with somebody that can do the job the way you want it. Because I'm not going to do something that I cannot do. Even if I think I'm doing it right, I'm not going to do something that I cannot do. It doesn't even matter. So that happened to me. Like, wow, you told me blah, 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 and I did that, and then you're like, da, 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 and I'm like, okay, well, da, da, da. So my point being is, I actually told you. So if whatever you're doing, if you the other one, you're going to get the same result. You're going to get the same result, and then you're going to come to me and be like, why? And I'm honestly say, I told you. I told you, but I cannot do the job the way you want me to. So best of luck. Get somebody else that can fill that position. It doesn't matter what it is. If I can't please anything, if I'm not doing it right, replace it. Because if it ain't my gift, my talent, I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. If it's not giving me satisfaction, gratification, whatever, I'm not going to do it. Especially when I have options. So, I'm going to roll with it. I don't know. I'm just speaking out. So, I'm going to get off this topic and then get to the next thing, because it is Wacky Wednesday. Hey. But I got to be serious. I don't care, because I don't want nobody to just think I'm just some stupid goofball. You don't know me. A lot of people never knew me. They never knew me because I was never, ever, ever able to be me, because people always try to put you in some category. So you be like, yep, all right, I'm over here now. So, with that being said, we talked about the serious. And I'll cover this because I didn't get it all, but I don't want to go any more on this one. Let's get to Wacky Wednesday. So Wacky Wednesday. The Wacky Wednesday. So what I'll do sometime, for real, this is what I'll do sometime. I'll throw out a question, and then I'll let my people go at it. I don't even know if I did throw out a question, but funny, but now we're about to go, and then I'll get to Wacky Wednesdays. It was about, it's kind of earlier, the topic, because people be all, let people come at them about flaws, like they God's gift to woo-woo. I was like that. I was just like, oh, I'm not where I used to be. I don't look the way I want to be, blah, blah. And then a lot of people like, oh, but you're, and I'm like, no, dang, this is where I want to be. This is what I was. And, after a while, I'm just like, no, embrace that. You may be one woo, but you can still make that look delicious. You know what I mean? And I do that. And it's hard because when I'm, doing the thing, it's not I can't dress up because I'm working. But I get my moments when I'm outside of work. I don't get a chance to really get out. But when I do, like the few times that I do get out and I decide, to dress up, I'm like, embrace that. Okay, look at yourself and embrace that. And today the baby, she 15. She's like, you look pretty today. With her little cute little voice. I was like, thank you, baby. You're beautiful too. Because kids can make you feel way better than adults. And my whole thing was I had to go to the panel. So it gave me a chance to have to, I didn't do much, but I had to dress up. And I was all in my feelings with my flaws about how I look, but everybody thought it was amazing. So I'm just like, why are you beating yourself up? I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna say that to you guys. If somebody trying to put you down about anything, no. Because what somebody else don't like, don't want, somebody else do. Somebody else's trash can be somebody else's treasure, but somebody else's trash can be treasure, but it is still trash. Okay? That's up to you to figure that out. Sometimes when I throw stuff in the trash, it really is just trash. You know, I might have threw away a good purse, but it got a hole in the bottom. How you gonna keep your money in that? It's just trash. Alright, so, okay, Wacky Wednesdays. I'm gonna do one message, because I was gonna do two. But I gotta take a bathroom break. And I might come back. So, Wacky Wednesday stories. So, I won't say his name. He was like, you tell my story, but just I use initial. And his initial is S. He goes, he say, a home is not a home when you living with those things. It's never a home. He said, that thing called the police on me and I had to spend woo-woo time in jail. He said, when I was in jail, it was like a vacation. He was like, at least in jail, I was know what to expect. But with them things, you never know what to expect. So the man said he took vacation in jail for a couple of woo-woos because when jail becomes a vacation, that ish is awful. When you just like, oh, rest, go to jail. I phrased it different because the man said it way different, but I'm trying to say it lightly. But it ended up like, if you would rather be incarcerated than be in your own house with the thing, the other ones, and call it vacation. I gotta go. I'll be back maybe. I'm trying to do part 2, but then why I say Wacky Wednesday for last?